to the FAR experience, where in just 5 minutes we take you on unforgettable experiences from all over the world. Every day we bring you closer to cultures, flavors, adventures, and people without even needing a passport. From the hidden alleys of India to the adventures of Disney World, the world is full of experiences, and we're here to tell them fast, fun, and full of wonder. This video is not sponsored, and everything you see and hear is from my own experience. If you have any questions or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and buckle up because the FAR experience starts now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the FAR experience, where we explore places that don't just live on maps, but in memories, in emotions, and in that childlike curiosity that lives in all of us. Today we're spending the day at a place that's not a typical tourist destination, but trust me, it's one of the most meaningful spaces you can walk through in Delhi. A place where learning becomes play, where science feels like magic, and where you can actually feel your brain lighting up as you move through the galleries. I'm talking about the National Science Centre, also known as Delhi's Science Museum, tucked behind Pragati Maidan, in the heart of the capital city. Now for a moment, let's pause and think about what a science museum really is. It's not just walls and exhibits. It's not just information. It's a celebration of human curiosity. It's a tribute to the idea that there's always more to learn and that we can understand the world better if we simply observe, ask questions, and experiment. From the outside, it's a modest building with grey walls and geometric lines that might seem dated, but don't let that fool you, because once you enter, you're stepping into an entirely different universe. As I walked through the glass doors, the cool air hits me, and the first thing I hear are the echoes of children. Their voices bouncing off the walls, the sound of curiosity in its purest form. And right at the center of the entrance is a giant Foucault's pendulum slowly swinging from the ceiling, proving Earth's rotation in the simplest yet most elegant way possible. Just watching that pendulum sets the tone. It whispers, science is always at work, even when you're still. We started in the Human Biology Gallery, which honestly felt like entering a futuristic lab. But with the innocence of a school fair, the interactive exhibits let you test your reflexes, measure your lung capacity, explore how your eyes adjust to light, and even understand the architecture of your own body, standing in front of a mirror that breaks down your skeletal frame. In real time, you suddenly feel grateful for this body. We all walk around in every day without thinking twice. Then we headed to the Hall of Technology. And here's where it gets real nostalgic, especially if you grew up in India during the 90s and 2000s. There were models of old telephones, gramophones, early typewriters, steam engines. You could literally trace the evolution of technology from the Industrial Revolution to the information age in one walk. The display on renewable energy was a real eye-opener, especially for the kids around me. They were turning knobs, generating electricity with mini turbines, experimenting with water flow, and it hit me. We're not just teaching them science, we're teaching them responsibility towards the planet, and that's powerful. Next up was the Space Gallery, and I could spend hours here. I swear India's space journey is displayed with so much pride, from models of PSLV and GSLV rockets to detailed missions like Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan. You feel that fire in your chest that says, yes, this is our country, we did this. And there were moments where I saw parents explaining rocket launches to their children with twinkling eyes, as if they were telling them a bedtime story. And here's something that really touched me. There's a quiet section dedicated to the history of science in India. Figures like Aryabhata, C.V. Raman, Jagadish, Chandra Bose. They're not just names in textbooks here. They feel alive. Their discoveries are laid out with context and reverence, and as someone who was always fascinated by science but never great at it in school, this part reminded me that science belongs to everyone, not just toppers. Of course, There's the fun science gallery mirrors that distort you, optical illusions that challenge your brain, kinetic sculptures moving in hypnotic patterns. And every single person there was smiling or laughing. It's joyful, it's weird, it's creative. It's where learning meets play. And that's the sweet spot we rarely get to experience as adults. Now let's talk about the dinosaur gallery. Imagine a giant animatronic dinosaur looming above you, growling softly. Kids screaming in delight, adults pretending not to flinch, and flashbacks of watching Jurassic Park on grainy TVs flooding back. It's more than just cool, it's a full-body nostalgia hit. And just when you think you've seen it all, there's the Earth science section. Volcano models, earthquake simulations, weather patterns, geological timelines. It makes you think about how tiny we are in this vast evolving planet, and yet how powerful our minds are to study and understand it. But this visit wasn't just about exhibits or information. It was about people watching school kids huddling around a static electricity ball, shrieking in surprise, parents explaining atoms like their bedtime stories, elderly couples holding hands, reading facts together, and me quietly soaking it all in, realizing how much this space has given to so many across generations. Towards the end, we visited the souvenir shop, and I picked up a DNA strand, keychain, and a mini microscope, set the kind of little treasures that remind you of what you felt that day: wonder, curiosity, warmth, and a connection to something greater. Before I left, I sat quietly in the main atrium and watched a group of students gather near the pendulum, their teacher explaining how Earth rotates on its axis. And I couldn't help but smile, because in that moment, the Science Museum wasn't just a building, it was a bridge between questions and answers, between generations, between who we were and who we can become. So if you ever find yourself in Delhi, take a few hours and visit this place, not for Instagram, not for bucket lists, but for yourself to remind that inner child that it's okay to ask why, it's okay to not know, and it's okay to be in awe of the world. Thank you for walking with me today. If you love this journey, like, comment, and subscribe, because we have many more such hidden gems to share with you. And maybe your next favorite memory is waiting behind a museum door. Imagine stepping into a place where you can touch the stars, build a rocket, and even see the magic behind a rainbow, all in a single afternoon. That's the magic of India's science museums. And today I'm taking you on a whirlwind tour through their incredible history and the ways they've sparked curiosity for generations. Let's spin the clock back to 1959. India is buzzing with excitement after independence, and the very first National Science Centre opens in Kolkata. It's not just a building, it's a dream come true for kids and families who want to see and touch real science for the first time. It quickly becomes a hotspot, inspiring other cities to join the movement. Fast forward, and now there are over 25 major science museums and centers across India. From the futuristic Nehru Science Center in Mumbai to the planetarium-filled Birla Science Museum in Hyderabad, each one is like a different flavor of adventure. You could be walking through a life-sized heart in Delhi or shooting water rockets in Bangalore. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to launch a rocket with their family? But these museums aren't just about staring at cool gadgets. They're designed for hands-on fun. Think of levers you can pull, buttons you can smash, and yes, even floors that light up when you dance. It's learning without the boring parts. For families, it's a playground where parents and kids can geek out together. And the impact, it's massive. These science centers have inspired millions of Indian kids to dream big. Some even growing up to become astronauts, engineers, and doctors. They host science fairs, late-night stargazing events, and even robot competitions. For many, a single visit can change the way they see the world forever. So next time you are looking for family fun that actually teaches you something, remember, you've got a treasure trove of science museums right in your backyard. Pack up some sandwiches, grab your curiosity, and get ready to explore the wonders of science together. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you've ever been to one of these museums, let me know your favorite exhibit in the comments. And if you haven't, well, what are you waiting for? The universe is calling.